Excited for a new way of life, one where I'm no longer struggling through the strife, one that requires me to take a few flights, one that intuition's telling me feels right, one where there's clarity, not blurred out sight, one where heart and mind coincide, no longer in a fight, one that I trust my future looking bright, one where connections I build will be tight, one where I continue to operate from light, one where new paths discovered with all my might, one where I go with the flow, free as a kite, one where I let go of barking back with a bite, one where I heal sight after sight, one where my words are used as a sight, one where I've peaked at my highest height. Choices determine the life that we have. Impulse leads one way while patience leads another. When you have kids, your patience is tested as a mother. Acting on impulse affects not just your life, but theirs as well. So you focus on gaining patience, making a life that is swell, where I keep them feeling safe, stable, comfortable at their shell. That happiness is the only place that they'll dwell. That with me they never feel trapped in a cell. That they always come to me, their secrets they tell. Mama's always here, healing them when they're unwell. With me there is peace, not raising alarm bells. I kiss their boo-boo every time they fell. That's the mother role, making them feel like they're under a love spell. Until you raise kids, there's a part of you that can't grow. I'm not judging, but there's a difference between parents and non-parents. Before I had kids, I lived for myself. Now I think about what I'll leave for their inheritance. That it's about time that I get my life insurance. Building their confidence so they feel self-assurance. It's the most challenging role you'll ever take on. Molding their mind, breaking outside programming that society is constantly cramming, ramming into their consciousness. So you tell them from young the truths of this world, before the outside influencing starts spamming, jamming it into their subconscious. So whatever they learn, they begin to question it. They don't take it for face value, they ponder and sit, thinking for themselves so their mind gets lit. That's how you train a curious young mind. Ask them questions to think for themselves, so they constantly pick insightful books off the shelf, not believing what they're told like elves don't exist. Raise the collective, get others to resist, then band together in a team that persists. Create a new paradigm, rewrite the program, then all you gotta do is replace the RAM. That the system works so hard to cram. Once frequency is raised, world changes with a bam, removing all the labels that caused us to clam. Then we begin to see ourselves as a soul filled with glam. Then when we see our reflection, we say, God damn. Then we take a picture looking hot for the gram. It's not done for attention, but proud of attention we paid on ourselves. Gaining self-love, facing every single shadow. So yes, be proud of the newfound glow, that others see how your inner work starts to show. How if they followed your journey, they see times when you were low, that the choices were to stay down or to grow. That once you hit rock bottom, that if you choose to, only up you can go. It starts with experiencing the pain, then going with the flow. When we hide or numb it away, we make room for it to stay. Allowing ourselves to live in a state that is constantly gray, hiding who we are by choosing to have nothing to say. Then we watch as the seasons pass, about to enter the month of May. Has anything changed, or in your bed you still lay, having all these dreams you choose not to slay, 'cause you caught up in the heartbreak you allowed to stay. So get out of that bed, start making changes day by day. Transformation will be slow, it's like molding a piece of clay. One day you'll feel different as you ground by the bay, and you'll look at yourself and awe that you're a new person today.